Hey, what's up? It's Matt in Japan and welcome back to my channel. And today we're looking at from the studio series Transformers the movie. This is Decepticon Rumble in blue. There's a chance we might see a red deco of this guy later on down the road, but for now we're going to focus on this little blue dude. So let's take a quick look at the packaging. As always, a very cool picture of Rumble there causing some trouble. In the upper left hand corner you got all your logos, Taka Tomy, Generations logo, Transformers down the side. There he is in the packaging. And he is a core class figure. You get an up close shot of Rumble's face there. On the bottom you have product info. On the side you get a more full shot of Rumble, Authentics logo there. And on the back you get tons of text. And finally we have our product shots at the top. He converts in 9 steps from his cassette mode to his very cool looking robot mode. So yeah, without further ado, let's get ready to rumble. All right, here we have Studio Series Rumble out of the packaging. And before we get into his details, let's take a look at the accessories he comes with. He does come with 4 accessories. The first 2 being these tiny little blasters here. I'm kind of showing them off the best I can. They're really small, but they're done in a sort of off-white plastic, and they get a little bit of detail on them. But yeah, they're super tiny. There are pegs on the back there that can plug in on the side of his arm. So let's just do that for a sec here. So basically, you're gonna take these guys. And there are ports on the side of his arm, so they just plug in like so. And you can have Rumble wielding his little arm blasters like that. And it's a nice tight fit, so very, very cool. There they are. And yeah, it's a nice color. It's a nice off-white color, so very cool. Now the other accessories he does come with are his pile drivers. I'm not sure exactly what these are called. But anyways, they are really nicely painted. They're done in the sort of dark blue plastic, actually the purple plastic, and there's some really nice light blue paint over the top. And they're painted really nicely, very clean, and some nice molded detail there on both of them. And they're a little bit hollow on the back, but that's because they fit on his arms there, so not a big deal. Now, I know a lot of people have said, like, I wish these extend, and that would have been cool, you know, obviously, but, you know, this is for a core class figure, I think it's just fine. So anyways, a really nice paint job and also nice color and molded detail. So let's pause and let's get these pile drivers on, see how Rumble looks. All right, so here we have Rumble sort of all set up for his pile driver conversion, and you'll notice on the back there is storage for the blasters, which is very cool. There's just peg holes on the back, and I really like that look. I love that silhouette. So anyways, basically what you want to do is take his arms, fold them up like that, fold his fists in, and then this will allow you to put in the pile drivers here. So you have this huge port right here, and basically it just fits over the arm like that. And taking this one and plugging that in like so, and basically there you have Rumble with his pile drivers on. Very cool. It is a little bit unsightly with the ball joints kind of showing there, but not a big deal. I think it looks very cool, and I just love the color scheme of this guy. So anyways, let's pause one more time and let's get into Rumble's details. Okay, before we get into Rumble's details here, let's do a quick comparison. Here is the Siege Rumble from the Soundwaves cassettes there. So he is a lot smaller than the Core Class Studio Series Rumble. And then we have the Core Class Soundwave. So just to give you an idea of the size of this guy, the Siege Rumble is a lot smaller, and then the Core Class Studio Series Rumble is a little bit bigger. So that is about how they fare there. Okay, let's get into Rumble's details here. Sans accessories. So let's take a quick look at his head sculpt first and foremost. This guy is so tiny. Trying to show him off the best I can here. A very cool head sculpt. You see some red paint for the eyes and some nice silver paint on the face there. And the head sculpt is very, very cool. It's a very mini Soundwave to me, the head sculpt. It looks very cool. So anyways, on the chest, you do see some nice silver paint. And just the detailing, the molded detail on this guy is pretty cool. You get some nice silver paint on the crotch there. You got some nice Decepticon logo there. And for the most part, he is done in this sort of nice powder blue with the light purple. And again, the color deco is really cool. Going down on the figure, you get some nice red paint for the knees and some yellow paint inside the shins there. And you have that same sort of off-white plastic that is used for the blasters. You do see the cassette mode details on the side of his legs. But for the most part, that's how he looks from the back. You do see, again, some cassette mode details there. A little bit of hollowness, but that is for his head. Now, as far as articulation, this guy is pretty... I'm gonna say not articulated. He's not very articulated. His head, as you notice right here, it is on a ball joint. So, I mean, of course you get movement because of transformation. It can spin 360. A little bit of side to side. You actually get a little side to side movement there, which is kind of cool. Now, as you saw with the pile drivers, his upper shoulders are on a ball joint, so you get the full 360. Unfortunately, nothing at the elbows, so and then because of transformation, the wrists go into that cavity there. So the arms are very not very articulated at all. Obviously, there's no waist swivel. And then his legs can go out like that, full splits, and he can kick up that much, and he can kick back that much, and he's got a deep knee bend because of transformation. And then as far as his feet go, because of transformation, again, you do get a little toe pivot there, but not a whole lot as far as articulation, which is fine. I mean, it's a core class figure. Although, you know, some core class figures do have a lot more articulation than this. But anyways, that is about it for Rumble's details. Let's get into transformation. All right, let's get into transformation for this core class Rumble. Very easy to transform. First thing you want to do is take his head, rotate it 180, and then just pop it down into the cavity like that. And then you want to take his, on the ball joint, you want to put his arms up like that and kind of make like a Y. You want to make like a Y shape out of Rumble, like so. And next thing you want to do is basically fold up his toes like that. And then you're going to turn his legs like that and sort of do a sumo pose, as I like to call it. And then basically these will just fold up like that. The legs will fold up like that. And then there are tabs on either side. They don't really tab in as much as they fit in the middle. So basically you want to just push the ball joint towards the middle, and then just this little tab will just fit into that little slot right there. Like so. You can see on either side it fits into that slot. And it fits into that slot. And I forgot to fold his arms in. Don't forget to fold his hands in there, otherwise he'll have his fists sticking out. So anyways, there is that part. Fold his fists in like so. And that little tab will slot right in there, and just push and slot in, and voila, there you have Rumble in his cassette mode. So in his cassette mode, again, a little bit unsightly having that ball joint staring you in the face, but there's some nice detail there, some really nice paint. I love the matte finish silver and the blue paint there. And you get sort of the image of the cassette, you know, the cassette wheels there. And that is how he looks on the other side. You see the robot details on the back, but that is pretty much it. So let's do some comparisons of Core Class Rumble in his cassette mode. So there he is in the cassette mode, and let's see, let's bring in the red Rumble from the Siege line. And as far as size, they are, geez, they look to be about the same size, which you know what that means. We'll show it off in a sec. There is Rumble, and there is Laserbeak from the Netflix Soundwave. So let's pause and I'll show you how he fits in with Soundwave. So I know a lot of you guys have been wondering, does this Decepticon Rumble from the Studio Series fit in with other Soundwave figures, i.e. the Netflix or the Siege version? And the answer is yes. So basically he's the same size as the Siege Rumble. So basically he does just fit right in there. Now it is a very snug fit. You kind of have to push him in there, but it does close, and he looks very cool inside of Soundwave's chest. So very cool cross playability there between lines and between figures. So very, very nice. So let's pause and we'll give you my final thoughts. Okay, so final thoughts for Decepticon Rumble from the Transformers the Movie Studio Series. Overall, a very good figure. I think the paintwork is really nice. It's very clean, done very well. There's some nice molded detail. I love the addition of the pile drivers there. And my only beef, I mean, I don't really care if these things extend or not. I mean, it would have been nice, but for this price point and at this size, it's not a big deal. More than that, I think the articulation is a little bit lacking. I do wish he had just a little bit more articulation. It is a little bit difficult to get him in some different poses. This is about the best I could probably do in the, in the robot mode. But other than that, overall, it's a very cool addition to Soundwave's minions. And the fact that he fits in with the Soundwave figure from Siege or Netflix is just an added bonus. So anyways, this has been the video review for Transformers the Movie Studio Series Decepticon Rumble in Blue. This has been Matt Japan. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day.